Bookish friends. Today I want to talk about the top 5 series that I want to finish in 2019. I'm not going to say I have to finish or I must finish because I tend to read much more when I'm in a relaxed mood and not when I'm stressed. I tend to read much more when I make smaller TBRs, for example. Therefore, I want to say I want to finish, and most probably I will finish them because I have chosen the series that have only one book left in the series, and in this 4 months I think I can manage to finish them all. The first series that I want to finish is Mistborn series by Sanderson. Bands of Morning, the last book in the series, is actually on my September TBR, but I have not read it yet so far. The series is an adult fantasy series. I really like Brandon Sanderson's writing. He creates complex magic systems and wonderful characters. I think his books are a mixture of plot-driven and character-driven stories, and he mixes them very well so that you don't feel bored or overwhelmed with the characters. I really like this series. I would advise it to fantasy lovers. The second series that I want to finish is Firefly Lane by Kristin. It's a duology. I read the first book at I think June or May of this year, and I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4.5 stars and rounded up to 5. It was a very sad book, emotional book. It tells the story of two best friends and how their life changes as they grow. I really want to find out what happens to them after the events of the first book. I am a bit I'm a bit afraid to read this book because in the first book I ugly cried. Tears were rolling down my face. It was one of the saddest books that I have read, but I think I can manage it because I tend to mix my TBR so that only one sad book per month. That is the quota for sad books, one book per month. The third series that I want to finish is a romantic suspense series by Sandra Brown. It is a duology as well. I read the first book like I think 2 years ago. It was called Smash Cut. It was about a lawyer. The name of the second book is called Tough Customer, and it follows the private investigator introduced in the first book. I really like Sandra Brown's writing. It is a good mixture of romance and suspense. The fourth series that I want to finish is Shining series by Stephen King. Do I need to explain Shining? Shining is about a writer who stays in a hotel during winter time, and it is closed during winter times, and he is hired as the winter caretaker. It is a very good horror story, but I would advise it to all the readers who likes psychological drama as well. It is a very good analysis of a person whose psychological situation gradually declines. The second book in the series is called Dr. Sleep. I think it follows the adventures of the son in in Shining. I really like Stephen King's writing. He writes wonderful characters like Brandon Sanderson. Although horror is not my favorite genre, I really like his writing style because of the characters, most probably. So I'm excited to read Dr. Sleep as well. The last series that I want to finish in 2019 is Fairleigh Sisters by Teresa Medeiros. It is a fun historical romance series, and I think I have read the previous book like about 2 years ago. I don't know why I haven't finished that series yet, because I really like historical romance, and it's a fun series. The last book in the series is called One Night of Scandal. It is a steamy romance series, not overly steamy, but it has some sex scenes in it. So I would not advise it if you like clean romances. So that is a content warning for this. I do not mind steamy romances, but I do not enjoy erotica as well. So there has to be a balance between steamy scenes and romantic scenes. So that was the 5 series that I wanted to finish in 2019. As you can see, I tried to mix the genres so that I would not feel bored with just one genre. I think I will manage it. We will see. It will be one of my something like a quarter year goal, and I will make a video about it at the end of the year if I finished it or not. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you very soon. As for Turkish word of the day, I thought the series is a very similar word in Turkish, so I will not choose the word series. I will choose the word finish. Finish means bitirmek in Turkish, and our Turkish word of the day is bitirmek.